thought I'd give you a home tour today. But first, I added a new sticker to my water bottle. But have you seen this one? I love it so much. So here's the closet. It swings into a long, narrow kitchen to living room. There's a little island over here that I've been using kind of as a desk. I actually don't have a place for my desk right now, so I'll probably sell that, but don't worry about that right there. There's gonna be a plant there eventually, and for now it's just storing some things that I wanna figure out what to do with. And when you come in, there's a full-size laundry. Please excuse the little bit of mess. I'm in the process of cleaning some stuff. And bathroom, here's one of my paintings on the wall. Felt like those were good colors for a bathroom. And here she is. Beautiful shower. Comes into I don't know what to call this, but like an alcove closet where it's just open, no doors except for the bathroom door, and it's on both sides. And then comes into bedroom, which I'm still working on, but it's coming together pretty nicely for only having been in here a real week. There's the desk I don't know what to do with. And desk things I don't know what to do with yet. But here's the door out to the living room. But first I want to show you the ceiling. 18 feet ceilings. And into the closet. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. And then this neat little feature. Sliding barn doors, or one barn door. Into the bedroom, and then books that need a bookcase. And the living room. Dining, living. Again with those ceilings, all exposed brick and wood. The original wood ceilings. This used to be a textile mill. It's converted into lofts. And this is the kitchen. I got this couch on Facebook Marketplace. It was super, super cheap. And then these are my pillows that used to be on my bed in Reading. They were another Facebook Marketplace find for like 10 bucks from Restoration Hardware. And then this, you've probably seen this on Instagram stories. This is just a camping chair. It will move eventually, but right now, it just has a throw blanket on it to make it a little bit, it's not really more aesthetic, but it's not as ugly as a red camping chair in your living room, so there's that. And the music corner. God is ridiculously good, y'all. What's up, y'all? It's Rachel Elizabeth, and you're watching Real Talk with Rach, where we talk about real things because it's the real, honest, hard, vulnerable things that get us deeper in relationship with others and deeper in intimacy with God. I hope you enjoyed that little tour around my new place. This, what you're looking at, is probably going to be my new vlog setup for now until I have more furniture. I might set up over here on that island, but this is actually the best place with the best lighting for now. So, welcome to the new digs. If you haven't watched last week's episode, you need to go do that right now, because that's where I shared the testimony about how God gave me this place. Without him, there's no way I'd be in this place right now. So you better believe one of the first things I did when I got in was worship and consecrate the place to him and remind my heart and my soul that everything I have is his, that this place is his. So I guess really what I want to tell you today is that again and again and again and again, that it's God that deserves the glory for everything. Even the things that I seem to do well are because of him, because of what he's given me, because of what he's led me through, because of what he's taught me. He gets all the glory. I asked him a long time ago to give me a life I can't take credit for, and he has taken me at that word. And that's basically the theme of my life. I even have it tattooed on my wrist. This is hard to see, but it's Latin for "to God alone be the glory." And the first encounter I had with God, I was telling him how many things I had done for my business, for my career, how many things I had done right. And his audible words to me were, "You didn't do any of that, I did that." So he has marked me with that theme. And because of that, I can look back on everything I've been through and see his faithfulness and see how it really wasn't me that did it, but him through me, or him completely without me. And it completely blows my mind. And I'm filled with gratitude. Take these YouTube videos, for example. To be completely honest with you, I'm not that great a speaker, and I'm not that great a video editor or video maker, but I can see his hand in preparing me for Real Talk with Rach way back in 2007 or 8, whenever I started doing my Monday challenge videos. They're all fitness and nutrition based, but I remember starting those because I wanted to get over my fear of talking to a camera. And at the time I was doing it for a motive that was strictly career minded. I wanted to be on camera to build my own brand, and that was part of how I was going to do it. But now I can look back and see, wow, you allowed me to do that to prepare me for these videos so that I wouldn't be afraid and stammer on the camera. Now, does that practice mean that I'm perfect at doing these now? Absolutely not. Why do you think I edit? There's so many times I trip over my words. There's so many times what's in my heart comes out in a way that doesn't actually articulate what was in my heart, and I have to say it over again. It's most likely the reason why I do more edited vlogs than I do live streams, because I don't want to miscommunicate what is in my heart. And I still don't do a perfect job of it, but I know that he is with me even in that. And I'm sharing this to encourage you, because whatever he's called you to, you don't have to be perfect at it. In fact, he's probably called you to do the thing that you don't feel qualified to do. Another example from my own life is what I am stepping back into, which is acting, because I have this intense fear of failure because it didn't work out the way I wanted it to when the Lord called me into ministry. And honestly, laying down the dream of acting kind of felt like failing at that and picking up something else instead, when all along he wanted me to give it to him so that he could give it back better. And that's a vulnerable, honest, raw, real share, because what's ahead of me is entirely up to him. Of course, I will work hard in grace when and where he leads me. And I will put the effort in where I need to put the effort in where he leads me. But in my own strength, it's nothing. In my own effort, it's a zero. And because he articulates it so much better than I do, I want to share two things that Michael Miller from Upper Room shared on Sunday that totally wrecked me, because they're exactly what I'm trying to share with you. And the first was this: God actually has chosen you because of your weakness, because of your limitations, because of your past, because of what you can't do. And he wants you to entrust yourself to him so that he can do through you and with you what only he can do, so that people will know whose you are. In other words, so that he gets the glory. Everything he does is for our good and for his glory, because his name is on the line, which means we are constantly victorious. We have nothing to be afraid of because his name is on the line, and he will never defame his own name. If he says he'll do it, he'll do it. If you feel the least qualified, but he's called you to do it, don't be afraid. He's already, in the calling you to it, promised that he will lead you through it. He's already ensured your victory because he asked you to do it. He wouldn't ask you to do something that he wasn't already promising to fulfill through you, to qualify you for. Because you see, it's not us who qualify ourselves, it's him who qualifies us. He qualifies the unqualified. And y'all, I hate to admit it because I just struggle with my humanity sometimes. I'm sure we all do. But since getting back to Greenville, this transition has been really rough because I have been trying to make things happen in my own strength, in my own timing. I mean, I moved into this beautiful, empty apartment and I wanted everything to be perfect right away, but I don't have the money to make it perfect right away. And the money I do have is going to run out. Not that God won't provide more, but I know my expenses are higher here, so I slip back into mindsets of lack instead of continuing to trust that, again, God doesn't change. Even though I'm in a new place, he hasn't changed. It's all these lessons that you learn, you get the revelation of, and then you have to continually remind your soul, oh yeah, we're not going back to that old mindset. Oh yeah, this is what the truth is. He does not change. My circumstances have changed, but he has not. My location has changed, he has not. My choice may have changed, he has not. So in my struggle and in my humanity and my failure in that, first and most importantly, he loves you perfectly. Whether you're getting all things right or getting all things wrong, he doesn't change. Jesus still died for you. Now the thing we need to wrap our minds around, again, not in pressure, not in some sort of formula, but for freedom's sake, is that we don't obey for accolade or approval because we've already been approved. We obey because we love, because he first loved us. The beginning and end of all of this is relationship. It's love, and it's not manufactured love. It's not infatuation. It's unconditional agape love that only God can give. And we can only give it because he gave it to us first. He's constantly the first one loving us. And he will constantly, forever, be the last one loving us for all of eternity. We don't love perfectly, but he has never stopped loving us perfectly, and he never will. So secondly, it's in abiding in that love where we find grace to work well. Again, not to earn anything, but we find the grace to work well because it's from rest or ceasing from striving. We find this grace to get things done, to serve others, to honor our employers and our families, and to do and build for the kingdom. And what Michael Miller shared about this is something he learned from Holy Spirit. Now this is what he said, but I'm going to read it slowly because there's a weightiness to it and humor. You'll see what I mean. There is a do in the done, but when your do is not from the done, all you get is do. Number one, if you don't know Holy Spirit has a sense of humor, you haven't hung out with him long enough. But number two, how good is that? Pause this video, go back 10 seconds, re-listen to it. This is about the finished work of the cross. If your identity and your confidence and your motivation to do, to work, to build isn't coming from the confidence and the sufficiency of Christ's finished work on the cross, then all you get is do. You're just gonna wear yourself out, burn out, stress out, struggle to hear from the Lord because you're just all up in your own anxiety, worry, and fear, not to mention shame or any of the other motivations that might be causing you that stress. Y'all, this is something I still struggle with quite often, to be honest, but I have experienced the grace that comes when you do from the done. And that is my prayer for you, and that's my prayer for me this week as I continue to transition into this place, and as you continue to transition wherever you are, because it is a crazy season of transition for so many people right now. And if you don't find yourself in transition, I am so happy for you. But wherever you're at, you're bound to be doing something. And I pray the same peace and grace and understanding and wisdom and revelation of what I've shared for you too. And y'all, if you don't know that Jesus died to pay the price for all of your sin, and he rose again in your place to give you a brand new life, not a fixed up, cleaned up old life, a brand new life. He did all that so that you could live as a light in the world and allow him, his life and love living through you to change the world around you. That is true freedom, because you no longer have to earn anything. You can actually take a real rest. You can give him your worry, your anxiety. You can ask him to transform your mind so that you understand what it looks like to live in your true identity as a son or as a daughter of God. If you don't know that, give him your life in exchange for his life lived through you. That is the free gift Jesus gave you. All you have to do is believe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with a friend who needs it. If you want to support this ministry in any way, there are links in the description box below and in the link in my Instagram bio. I love you and I'm praying for you. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.